Welcome, huge movie fanatic Nate, stopping on by once again, coming your way to showcase another VHS, basically screener copy of, and in this case it's really interesting because they did something that makes a lot of sense actually, you'll see that Republic Pictures, sometime in the mid-90s when they put out this screener, they decided to put two titles on one screener, which is something that isn't too terribly common. I've got a decent amount of screeners, and this might be one of the only, I think maybe I've got another instance of where Republic Pictures put another two movies on another two screeners, but the majority of screeners I have is always more or less one movie. But in this case, it's two movies on one screener, and it's really kind of interesting how they do it on the packaging, as we'll see. And I don't even know which one I mean, it's two movies, so it's, how do I even do this? I'll just do, look at that, Breaking Point and Paperboy, or The Paperboy. So it's a screener of The Paperboy and Breaking Point. Taking a closer look at the cover that has Breaking Point on it, as we can see, Gary Busey and Kim Cattrall. I would imagine this is a straight-to-video garbage movie distributed by Republic Pictures in the mid-90s. Panning further down, obviously just a shot of Gary Busey's aging face holding a gun like he's Arnold Schwarzenegger or something in the True Lies poster. Panning further down, we see the title and the font they chose, which is just like they pulled it out of their ass, Breaking Point. Here's a tagline here, where sanity ends and murder begins. I mean, how's that for a generic title? Incidentally, I don't think generic tagline. I don't think I've ever seen this or watched this, so I don't know why the hell would I even want to watch this? We can see, just like with the tick screener I showed you, they have a band on the bottom here that's like at an angle. It's a Dutch angle with some information there. Promotional use only. Oh, look it. Unlike ticks, they actually put the period here. Promotional use only, not for resale or rental. So there's a period there after promotional use only. There wasn't a period on the ticks screener, and I pointed that out. Pre-order date, October 26, 1994. Street date, November 16th, 1994. I'm pretty sure what the pre-order date meant is you had to get your orders in by October 26th, I think, is what that means. So it's like the cutoff date, if I'm remembering correctly. And of course the street date is the date it comes out in the video stores and for sale or whatever. You can also see, just like with the tick screener that I showcased, this says this screener duplicated in extended play. In this case, I'll show you the left spine first because it's the spine that goes with the cover we just looked at. The Breaking Point spine, just basically the front cover is in a smaller version, and a little picture on the top. Gary Busey, Kim Cattrall, Breaking Point title with the Breaking Point logo. I just have to laugh when the title, the logo, the font, everything's just lame. It's so awesome. Closed caption logo, and this one is recorded in ultra stereo, whereas Tick said simply stereo, so this one's a little more fancy schmancy. They got ultra stereo. Republic Pictures logo, VHS catalog number 0423. Taking a look at the other side, it's the cover for The Paperboy. We can see, I don't think I've seen this either, so there you go. I can't say anything about the movie, but we've got on the top there just, I don't know, just the bit of generic paper, the daily, mysterious, multiple deaths, play, quiet neighborhood. Okay, so panning further, we got I guess it's a killer Paperboy movie, it looks like. Might be actually interesting. I should probably give it a chance, but unlike the side that's got Breaking Point, this side has a little circle here. It says not for rental or resale, promotional use only. Pre-order date October 26, 1994. Street date November 16, 1994. It's the same dates as the Breaking Point, pre-order and street dates as well. So there you go. This movie stars Alexandra Paul, Mark Marut, and William Catt. I think he's the guy from Carrie, if I'm not mistaken. You got the Paperboy. I actually like the font there they go with, the kind of horror movie font for the presumably killer Paperboy. This came out right around the right around the same time as Mikey. So Mikey is kind of an interesting movie. This might actually be kind of interesting to watch, the Paperboy, possible killer Paperboy movie. Taking a look at the right spine, this one is the Paperboy spine, just same thing. Basically the cover art is on the smaller version on the top. You got the three performers there, actors and actress, the Paperboy, closed caption logo, and see, unlike, wow, okay, Breaking Point must have been a little bigger budget because it was ultra stereo, and this movie, just like with Ticks, is simply stereo. So Republic Pictures, VHS, and a catalog number for the Paperboy is 3137. This is something you don't see very often, the top of a VHS with two titles side by side on it. That's because both of these titles are featured on this screener that's recorded in extended play. Taking a look at the VHS cassette itself, we've got Republic Pictures logo and promo copy featured on either side of Republic Pictures logo. You can see there's something that you don't see very often on a video cassette. Two movie titles there, The Paperboy and Breaking Point. It's kind of interesting how, let me look at the actual, yeah, so on the artwork, you know, the Paperboy isn't, the Paperboy, the word Paperboy isn't split up into two words. On here it's paper space boy, so I don't know if that's a screw up, probably is. Yeah, the Paperboy, it's one word, Paperboy. Breaking Point, they actually didn't screw up that layout of that, so good for them. And then even the copyright information underneath there has the Paperboy in three words, the paper and boy. God, what a bunch of loonies. That says copyright 94 for the Paperboy and copyright 93 for Breaking Point. Look at that, ugly Sisters Productions for Breaking Point. Like I say, I'm very pleased to be able to read that with no glasses at my age. Got your all-important warning FBI copyright information there as well. And just like with the VHS cassette release of or the screener I showed you for Ticks, as you can see, they actually print the information on the plastic cassette itself versus having a sticker which can peel off over time. So this is actually probably a better way to do it. And looking at the cassette spine here, we've got some kind of information here. Oh wow, oh wow, okay, I'll also talk about this. We'll talk about the information first. So what's this say? Okay, look at how they word it here. This information is printed on the plastic cassette as well. We've got break PT, meaning Breaking Point / Paperboy. Now Paperboy is one word there, which is good. We've got PR, and then yeah, so I don't know what PR means, and I don't think I know what any else of this stuff means, except for, now here's something that's interesting. Now it's very possible that this 08 1194 means, that might mean August. That might mean August 11th, 94, so it's possible that's when this screener was produced. You got to get it out in a few months ahead of time so you can give the video store owners a chance to watch the movie and decide if they want to buy it. But I'm willing to bet absolutely nothing that, you know, 08 1194 means this was printed and produced on August 11th, 1994. I don't know what the -S means, but there you go. Oh, another thing I was going to mention here is you might be able to see the tape that is over this little thing. Well, you know what I used to do back in the day when I was a teenager and didn't have a lot of money coming out of my you-know-what? I used to use these screener tapes as blank tapes. So I put a piece of tape over this little, you know, thing that when it's broken out you can't tape over. Well, when I got a screener that, you know, either I had no interest in, I was kind of bummed because I was like, oh, I could watch the Paperboy on the screener, but no, I might have taped over it. As you can see, I actually I gotta watch this and see what's on here. I mean, I would, obviously, if I put the piece of tape over there, I'm assuming I taped over it. So, who the hell knows what's on here, man? That's kind of scary, but as a teenager, I'm like, yeah, to me, this is, who cares about these two movies? I want to use it as a blank tape, so that's why the piece of tape is over that square, because when there's a hole in that square, the VCR can't record over it, but when there's a piece of tape over it or the little plastic piece that would be on a blank tape that you'd buy back in the day, that means you could record over it. Isn't that freaking weird? One movie title, other movie title, two different spines, two titles on the top. Crazy, huh? So, I guess that about does it for my showcasing of this double movie screener VHS cassette from the mid-90s from Republic Pictures. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, we'll catch you on the next video.